In this podcast, it's part 2 of Nigel Clarkson's catch up with Cheryl Baker. We find out just how hard a schedule it is when you are a world-famous pop star.
You know, when you were in the music business and everything, and I mean, and as well in television as well, how do you get time for all the family when is it such a hectic, day that you have in the week and that? Do you get any time for the family? I can picture it being too busy.
If you go back to when we won Eurovision and for the next 4 years after that, no, family takes a second place. In fact, they come way down the pecking order. And the first year or two of Bucks Fizz's career, we spent about 9 months of the year abroad.
Wow.
It was. In fact, the reason that I left Bucks Fizz when I did, December 93, was because I was pregnant and I thought I am not going to be on the road working when I've got 2 kids at home. I'm not going to have someone else looking after them, raising them. So that's why I left.
Yeah.
You can't be in a gigging band, in my opinion, and be a successful mum to your kids. It is hard. It is hard, but it's fine now because the gigs we do now, we pick and choose. We don't really tour as such anymore. We don't do theatres. I've had enough of theatres. We did a theatre last year, and the gig was great. But the travelling and the length of time, because you've got to do at least an hour and a half. And, we're all getting on. I'm 70 now, so I don't want to do that anymore. Yeah, I am. I don't want to do that anymore. So I said we came out of that theatre and we had a long travel back, funny enough, to Liverpool because of Eurovision. And I went, Jane, I'm just letting you know, I've had it with theatres. I don't want to do them anymore. Yeah. So as in, I don't mean we wouldn't do a theatre gig. I mean, I don't want to do the full tour type thing again.
Yeah.
So they went, yeah, we're with you. So we don't do that anymore. But the things that we do, 80s weekends, festivals, they take up a day a week. So that's all right.
Yeah.
There's
been a few changes.
We worked on Saturday, great gig, had a bit of a laugh, stayed overnight, got back here and had Sunday at home, barbecue, with the family and friends, and it was lovely. I've got the best of both worlds now.
There's been a few changes at the moment because I was reading the other week that there's one of the band members is leaving. Is that right? In the end of the year?
Yeah, Mike's had enough. Mike's had enough of the travelling. He lives down in Broadstairs, and he can't drive because when we had the coach crash, he went through the windscreen, had a blood clot on the brain removed, and it's affected his eyesight. He can't see either side, so he lost his driving license.
Right.
So he can only travel by taxis and trains, and he's sick of it. He lives way down on the coast. It takes him an hour and a half to 2 hours to get to me, and then I'll pick him up and we'll get to the meeting point and get in the car with our tour manager and travel again to wherever the gig is. He's had it. He's finished with it. Yeah. So it'll be the end of this year. So he's seeing this year out. And then we'll replace him with a couple of guys. We'll go back to being 4 because all our dance routines were done, as partners. Yeah. So, and vocally it'll be stronger as well. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad you keep going anyway, because we'd miss you if you weren't doing any gigs around here.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready to hang up my skirt yet.
So we're talking about that, and you raised a bit of charity money as well, didn't you? Because of the accident as well, didn't you? You went
with Head First, we did. Yeah, Head First doesn't exist anymore, but I was a trustee of Head First. So when you're a trustee, you go to all the meetings. It's a lot more involved than just supporting.
Yeah.
And we raised loads of money, and we did a lot of really, really good research into brain damage. But unfortunately, that doesn't exist anymore. But it is the work that we did carries on. It's at King's Hospital in London.
Yeah.
But I support a lot of other charities, mainly kids ones, but I support a lot of charities. And I think it's a privilege too. If you're in a position, just because you're who you are, just because you've got a name that people recognise, it means you can raise the profile of a charity or you can raise money for a charity. I think it's almost like an obligation, It's payback. I'm a very lucky girl. I've had a charmed life. I know I have. And so this is my way of, giving back.
Yeah. Oh, that's great to hear that. It's really nice. It's refreshing. Some people aren't like that, are they?
I don't know. So I'm like it. I think, honestly, I volunteer as well. I'm a vice president or something like that of a children's hospice.
Yeah.
And they have a shop in my local town, so I volunteer there as well.
Right.
I go in and
that's great.
And people look, and people look, they do a double take. Is that
Oh, brilliant. So what's the plan then? I mean, you've half explained this one, but what's the plan now? So you're going to go forward and get 2 guys into the band. Is it called the Fizz now? Is that what you call yourselves, the Fizz?
We're called the Fizz. Me and Mike and Jay are called the Fizz. With Mike leaving, I think perhaps we should go back to or have a new name. Perhaps it should be Cheryl Baker and Jay Aston, formerly of Bucks Fizz.
Yeah.
With special guests or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that calling ourselves the Fizz, we had to because of legal reasons. We can't call ourselves Bucks Fizz because Bobby's wife owns the name.
Yeah.
Which I think is awful. I think it's really dreadful. We all won the Eurovision. I think it's shocking that they won't let us use the name.
Yeah.
But you can't take away the fact that we were formerly of Bucks Fizz.
No.
You can't take away the fact that we won the Eurovision.
Yeah.
Definitely. So perhaps we'll change the name, because I think some people, if they don't know that the Fizz is actually, Bucks Fizz, they might think we're a tribute act or something. So I'm not sure what we'll do name wise, but we are going to carry on. We've got no intention of stopping.
Excellent. That's great news. That. So anyway, I usually do with my guests here, I usually ask them 3 questions. It's nothing alarming, don't worry. But it's the same 3 questions, and it's interesting to see what results we get. Are you up for that?
Yeah, of course.
It's nothing difficult, right? You probably answer this one straight away. Who's been your biggest musical influence? When you were a child or maybe growing up, who did you love to listen to?
I don't have to think twice. Joni Mitchell.
Right. I knew you'd come to an answer straight away. Most people do, don't they? You can always cast back to your mind. Right, that's question 1. Do you do a bit of driving?
I drive, yeah.
Yeah, drive a car. I have to ask that in case somebody's on the bike still or something like that. You never know, do you? One person wasn't driving. He said, it was a young lass. Said, no, I'm not. I'm sat in the lounge at the moment. I said, no, I'm asking you, do you drive? What's your favourite car? Or have you had a really nice car in the past?
Yeah, I love, my favourite car is the one I'm driving now. I absolutely love it. I love it. But I would have said, before this car, I had a Chrysler Grand Voyager.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. But now I've got a little Toyota Corolla and I love it. It's a hybrid. And what I especially love is when I'm pootling along, because I live in the country, pootling along on a country lane, and the little green car comes up, which means you're running on electric. And I think, it's not costing me anything.
It's brilliant, isn't it, that? It's
a great car. I love it. I love my little Corolla.
And none of this messing about plugging it in as well. Hybrid.
No, it's self charging. Yeah,
brilliant. Right, that's question number 2 then. Question 3, this last one. What's your favourite go-to snack? Say you're on tour and you get a little bit nibblish. What do you go for?
Oh, blimey. The thing that I can't resist is a packet of peanut M&Ms. I can't resist them. And even if I've got a family pack, usually I'll eat the lot. Honestly, I love them. I love peanuts. I just had lunch before talking to you. I had some salad left over from the barbecue yesterday. So I had some salad and a beetroot, a whole beetroot, and what else did I have? Oh, some coleslaw. Yeah. And I thought, no, I need a bit of protein on that. So I've got a handful of peanuts and sprinkled the peanuts on. So peanuts are my go-to snack.
Yeah, you don't have any of these, like all different tastes. It's just straight peanut, is it? Salted peanut.
I don't like dry roasted.
No.
I love salted peanuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a lot. We've got in the one of the cupboards in the kitchen there's a shelf and it's full of different nuts. We all love nuts. We don't no nut allergies in our house. So I've got every single kind of nut and seed.
Brilliant.
So yeah.
I can't refuse though walking past the bag. You know when you get these big ones that have a zip up on the top, I'm always taking a little handful out as I go past. That's the problem, isn't it? If they're sat in the kitchen,
that's what happens with peanuts.
Yeah, you just can't give them up. Anyway, just before you go, what's your favourite food? Is it Italian or what sort of food you like?
I think I do really love Italian. I really love Italian, but I think possibly it's hard. Different things. Sunday roast. Can't beat a Sunday roast. But I do love Thai. I really love Thai food. I like spice. I like chilies.
Yeah.
And of course, in Thai food, they have a lot of peanuts.
There we go. Anyway, it's been great chatting to you. Thank you ever so much for spending a little bit of time to talk to us this afternoon. It's brilliant, that.
You're very welcome.
Wish you all the best for the rest of the year. Have you got any new songs at all out or anything? Do you still bring any new songs out or not?
No, we did. We've done 4 albums with Mike Stock from Stock Aitken and Waterman. But of course, you've got the new musical, I Should Be So Lucky, that he's been spending all his time on that. I'm going to ring him and see if he wants to do another one. He probably won't. Now that Mike's leaving, he probably won't want to. But you never know. So I wouldn't say not. But we've got. It was great to get back in the studio and record. So the last one that was released was in 2022, and that was called Everything Under the Sun.
Yeah,
it might have been 23 actually. No, I think it was later than that. 23.
Right. What's the best way everybody can find out about you, Cheryl? Have you got a website or anything like that?
Of course, yeah. It's the Fizz Official or Cheryl Baker.
Yeah.
Put in my name. It's all on Facebook though. There's the website obviously isn't on Facebook. There's a fan club on Facebook. It's Cheryl, Mike and Jay, the Fizz Official.
Yeah.
And every time we do a gig, I always say, there's a fan club, and I give them the address, and always people join, and we've got about 10,000 people in our fan club. I mean,
great. Isn't it brilliant? Isn't it
crazy after all these years?
Yeah, we'll put a link to it. We'll link back to it underneath the podcast so you get another few more people joining.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the fan club is Cheryl, Mike and Jay, the Fizz Official, and the website is the Fizz Official. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. All right, great. Thanks for that. We'll get everybody in touch with you. It's great talking to you. I'll catch up again soon, maybe next year, and find out how the new band's going.
Well, yeah, who knows? This time next year, it could be a whole different story.
You might be coming near to us anyway. If you do, let us know. Near Blackpool, anywhere near the Foul Coast, anywhere around there. We're in Lytham, actually, but we're just down the road.
Okay.
I don't know how far you get on your touring, but,
Well, if it'll be a festival or something. So if you see that we're coming, get in contact.
Yeah, we'll do. Cheryl, it's great.
All right.
Thanks for speaking. All right, see you soon.
There is more from Cheryl Baker soon on the Sands Showbiz Podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more showbiz guest chats soon. Sands Showbiz Podcast.